Hey everyone, it's Linda Brumbill, Remax Jazz. It is September, everyone's back to school, the weather's definitely changing, and we are in the fall market. Or are we? So here is my 2 cents on the market. I want to do the heavy lifting for you. So we're just going to kind of talk about where the market's going, how it's going, and what I'm seeing in the market as a realtor in the Durham region. It's definitely been a hot summer, but not in the market. The summer this year was meh. We still saw sales, but there's definitely a bit of a slowing down. Now, when I say things are slowing down, I want to preface by saying they're slowing down. They haven't stopped. The sky isn't falling. We're all not going to be bankrupt next week. We're good. Compared to August 2024 to August 2025, things have slowed down, but not by much. Sales are down about 5%. Listings are up 5%. So we're starting to see more of a balanced market, which is a good thing for buyers. And to some extent, it's a good thing for sellers too, especially if you're planning to sell and buy again and not just sell and stay sold. So let me explain. Even though the market has slowed down a little bit, it's a good thing for buyers because it was getting ridiculous. A 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Oshawa should not be $1.3 million. It's just ridiculous. The house that I bought back in 1995 for $125,000, semi-detached back split with 3 beds, 2 baths, should not be worth $1.2 million. I'm sorry, it should not. I don't care how nice it is. So it's about time things leveled off, especially for the buyers. What we're seeing is the starter homes between $500,000 and $800,000. They're still selling pretty well. But what we're seeing is they're not playing the game anymore. So what does that mean? If the house is worth $6, we're listing it at $6, taking an offer anytime. We're not listing it at $5 and then hoping for $6.50 and having a rush of buyers come in, because there's no rush of buyers. So that's a good thing for buyers, because now you can go in, you don't feel like it's all or nothing. You could take your time. You can put in an offer conditional on financing, have a home inspection, not be rushed to be there at 6 o'clock on Friday, because we're looking at offers at 6:05 and there's 10 of them. So you better throw money at it and hope yours is accepted. We're not doing that anymore, which is a good thing for buyers. It's also a good thing for sellers if you're planning to move to another house, especially if you're planning to upsell, because if you're in that $500 to $700 range, you could put your house on the market. You might not get $650 for your $600,000 house. You might get $600 for it, but when you go to buy that $900, you're not paying 1.1 for it. You're actually paying $9 for it. We can't have this craziness that we were having and think that everything's okay and that's actually a healthy market, because it's not. So things are slowing down, but ironically, even though the listings are up but the sales are down, sale prices are actually up about 5%. So it's not that bad of a market if you are planning to sell. You just have to be realistic too. It's not 2021 when you can list your house at 6 and then get 8 for it. The Bank of Canada is expected to announce another rate change at some point in time mid-September. I don't know if it's going up or down. The talk in the town is that it's going to drop a little bit. We'll see how it goes. I think that might bring some buyers out, but everybody seems to be so hung up on the Bank of Canada rate. First of all, the Bank of Canada rate isn't the rate you're going to get from your mortgage agent anyway. It takes time for these to settle. It might be an indicator of how the market's going and how things are. But if you're waiting for the Bank of Canada to tell you how the market is, how the economy is, and how things are going, then good luck with that. My advice, if you're a buyer looking to buy, don't wait for the rate to change. You can talk to your mortgage agent, but even if it were to change, it's going to take a few months for it to actually come together. And if it does drop, then it just brings out buyers, and you don't want that either. You want, right now the market's a little slow, a little cool. This is the time you should be looking at buying because you're in a less competitive market with buyers. And you don't want to move in the middle of the snowstorm. So we're coming into mid-September. You can find a place and move kind of October, November before the snow comes, and it'll be a more pleasant experience to move in November and not in January. So let's talk Hastings cottage country. Well, cottage country is cottage country. This summer has been very slow. It has never really been a buyer's market. I would say in 2019-20, it started to peak a little when everybody was working from home. 2020, 2021, the cottage market was a little stronger. Everybody's back to work now. In fact, in some cases, they're demanding that you go back 4 or 5 days a week. So you're definitely back to work. So the cottage country has slowed down. We are seeing a drop in sales. We are seeing a drop in prices. But the economy is slowing down, and cottages are not a necessity. You have to live somewhere. You don't need to go to cottage. And now with the B&Bs and renting cottages, the market just has slowed down. That's just the way it's going to go. Good example, I will not give the address. I don't want to shame anybody, but there's a house that's in the Bancroft area. They bought it in 2021. It was listed for $500. They bought it for $525 because it was 2021 and everybody was moving to cottage country. Judging by the seller's name, I say they bought it intending to flip it. It was a shell of a house. Now granted, it was on a nice piece of property with a little bit of land, but didn't even have a kitchen, did not have flooring. It was subfloor. It was a shell of a house for $525. They put in really nice fixtures, stainless steel appliances, really nice granite countertops, backsplash, you name it. They had to put in at least 75 into it, if not 100. So now we're up to 625, and it's sitting on the market at 600, and they can't give it away. And the problem with houses in cottage country, or cottages in cottage country that sit empty, it's an invitation for mice and snakes and critters. It's not good for the well. It's not good for the septic. And the longer it sits, the less and less it's worth. So those sellers are taking a hit. Now, that's a good thing if you're planning to buy in cottage country. We are definitely seeing a slowdown. So there's some inventory. A lot of the inventory has been inventory that's been there forever. So, we've been on the market 14 days. Yeah, this is the 5th time you've been on the market for 14 days. So just, you got to be careful with that too. But we are starting to see prices fall. My advice, if you're not planning to spend any time in cottage country over the winter, wait until the spring, because I have a feeling that market's going to slow down even more. So I don't believe I'm saying this as a real estate agent, but I'm telling you, hold off on buying if you're planning to buy in cottage country as a cottage. If you're planning to buy to live there, you can go anytime, but cottage, wait till the spring and see how that goes, because I think it's going to slow down even more. In conclusion, buyers, if you're looking at that lower end of the market, it's still pretty steady. You're okay to buy. If you're looking to sell at the lower end and buy a little higher up, now's the time. I would say strike now while the iron's hot, because you're still going to get a fairly good price for the lower end homes. And I say lower end homes, again, lower end homes, $600,000 to $800,000 lower end homes. And if you're planning to buy in that 800 plus, that market slowed down a little bit. So good time if you're planning to upsize. If you are planning to downsize and you're in that $1.1 million home and you're looking to buy in the 600-700 range, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to be for sale for a while. Do not think you're going to buy and then list and you're going to sell in 20 or 30 hours, because that's not going to happen. I'd say list your house now. Once you get an offer, then start shopping, because you're not in a position, you might be sitting on the market for 30 to 60 days. And if you're overpriced, you might be sitting in the market till it expires. So the good, the bad, the ugly. Crazy enough, if you're looking to buy a condo right now, the condo market is sucking badly right now. So if you're thinking about selling to buy a condo, I would say not a bad time to do it, because we're seeing condo prices are sliding and we're seeing desperate condo sellers that are happy to take a discount. So if you have a $1.2 million house and you're planning to sell it to move into a condo, list the house now and start condo shopping, because you could probably put in an offer conditional on you selling that 1.2, 60 days, and they would love you for giving them anything, because they are desperate, desperate, desperate. So there's my 2 cents. If you want more detailed information and all those numbers and the pretty pie charts and graphs, let me know and I can send them along. If you just want to talk real estate or have a better idea of what your house is worth, or you're thinking about buying or selling in Durham or the cottage country at any point in time, give me a shout and I'm happy to talk real estate with you. You guys have a great day, and if you need anything real estate wise, don't forget me, Linda Brumbill, Remax Jazz.